This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The 2016 Popeyes Bahamas Bowl all set for December 23rd at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. Eastern Michigan will go up against Old Dominion, and for Eastern Michigan, this will be their first bowl game in nearly 3 decades.
1987 was a long time ago. I was a senior in high school. I had dark brown hair. And for 29 years, at this time of year, Eastern Michigan has been turning in equipment and then turning on the television and watching other teams play in a bowl game for 29 years. And so when I say that we're grateful, we are going to be grateful for every experience and opportunity that we are going to have on this trip.
Day 2 of the Hero World Challenge in the books at the Albany course. Tournament host Tiger Woods with a much better round than yesterday, closing with a 7 under 65 to head into the weekend at -6. That's still 6 shots off the pace. Co-leaders Hideki Matsuyama and Dustin Johnson, they both sit at 12 under. The best of the best regatta rolling along in Montague Bay. We get an update from Julian GIBSON.
Benson, yesterday in Class A, the tidal wave sending a strong message. She's going to be tough to beat in the best of the best.
This tidal is sailing really well. I mean, this is a kind of condition.
Will it be tough to beat you guys this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough to beat us. I mean, regardless of what kind of conditions are, we got a good crew, we got a good boat, and I mean, that's what it takes is, you get out there and do the best you can. Any one of those boats that could, win a race on any given day. I mean, and I think for a lot of them, it's just too much talking on the boat. Too much people making decisions, and that's where they run into trouble.
Now in Class B, the Susan Chase, she was able to chase off the competition, winning the first B-class race.
You never know what to expect when you go in racing, but fairly what we're seeing today, we have a fairly good chance to win the regatta.
Now coming in first in Class C was the Sacrifice. The competition knows that it will be tough to beat the Sacrifice, but they all believe they can get the job done.
Sacrifice say like no man's business, but I was just so happy about what happened today. The Live Thunderbird made us very proud by coming in second. We should have had a better opportunity to win today. The wind left us, and that's how they got away from us. But we just wanted to be in the first 3 today. And once that happened, we set ourselves up now for the big dance on Sunday.
Now that was yesterday in the A-class race today. The tidal wave back-to-back wins in Class A. So it's going to be very, very difficult to beat the tidal wave in that third and final A-class race come tomorrow. At the Montague Foreshores, reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian GIBSON.
In Class C, Whitty K was the favorite heading into the best of the best. Now there's some work to do to earn that title.
One of the main sheet ropes broke loose from the boom, causing the crew members to drop overboard with the prize. So that put us back about 10 minutes, out of the race. But we still end up in 4th place, so I still have the faith, and I still think, my captain, my crew is gonna turn this thing around and still win this best of the best, because we are considered the best of the best. We need at least a first and a second, a third would probably tie us up, but they might, if they win, a first or a second, they would beat us with points and stuff. So we definitely got to get a first and a second in the next 2 races in order to qualify in the 3 top boats for the best of the best race on Sunday.
As for the organizers of the best, they spoke about how it's been going so far.
We had the boats on the line on time. The gun went on time. The crew worked very well together.
How do you see the rest of the regatta panning out?
I think it's going to get better. We're going to have some weather situations where I think the wind may be up and down, but I think it's really, really good. The sailing is good. The crews are handling the boats are well matched.
Rasheal Williams and Davion Smith will represent the Bahamas at the upcoming Caribbean Developmental Amateur Boxing Tournament. Coach Valentino Knowles spoke about the level of competition and his expectations.
I wouldn't say it's the top of the top, but this is a tournament where we gauge our boxers where we can tell whether they are ready for the international circuit to go up against the Spanish-speaking countries and the European. We have had a lot of previous success in this event from myself, Carl Hill, Toriano Johnson, just to name a few, you know. So I mean, I have high expectations.
But we know for sure
about coming back with 2 gold medals, nothing less, you know.
A local swimmer making waves. We get that story from Chris Saunders.
Take your mark. Go.
FARION Cooper has been making waves as a Howard University Bison. He says his team is doing well as well.
Our record is 2-3 in dual meets this season, and our overall depth has increased tremendously this year, thanks to the great recruiting that my coaches done.
Last meet for the Bisons, he made a huge splash in the pool.
I was able to place 4th in the 100 IM, with the time that places me at 2nd overall in Howard swimming history.
FARION says he's hoping to build on that performance at the mid-season championship.
And I think that our coach is preparing us very well to go out and swim some really fast times. And hopefully my team and I can continue to do well this season as it progresses on. And hopefully we can place as one of the top 3 teams at our conference meet, which is in February in Athens, Georgia.
FARION's also looking at specific parts of his race heading into the rest of the season.
I think I need to improve on stroke-wise, my underwater dolphin kicks off of every wall, and the distance per stroke that I cover with each stroke, and also the smoothness and continuity of each stroke that I take.
Chris Saunders, ZNS Total Sports.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned, checking weather, still to come.